And still, because I just moved across the street from my condo to this house.
Do you ever accidentally like put the same address?
Never.
Wait, are the numbers different in the
it.
same street, or is it?
It's
street?
like so. I'm on. It's a different street. I'm like the perpendicular street
to where you were before. I'm trying to like envision.
So it's a 3-way stop sign.
Okay,
it's a 3-way stop
to the right. You're on the driveway to the right.
I'm getting deja vu.
Oh,
what driveway to the right?
Deja vu.
What driveway?
There was no driveway.
Are you talking about my condo? There's like a little like parking pad, I suppose.
I guess that's what I.
So okay, yeah. You walk out my door.
Okay.
Of that condo,
and you're right.
In front of you is the fire station.
Yes.
To the right, there's that road that goes to the stoplight. It's on that road.
Are you
literally right across the street?
Have I asked you this before?
I don't think so, actually. I don't know if we talked about this.
I feel like I have. I'm having crazy deja vu then.
Noah just had deja vu yesterday,
I
too.
remember you saying perpendicular. Like, I feel like it's
I
live perpendicular. I was like, we've talked about this.
You're like perpendicular.
Probably. Yeah.
Wait, can we talk about deja vu for a second? How do you guys feel? Because I have kind of a weird thing that happens to me, and I don't know if I've ever discussed it with you guys, but a weird thing that happens at deja vu. Like, do you guys physically feel something, or is it just like
I was in this state of like, I don't know, like it's like I can't move because I'm like reliving the experience that
feels
I
like my brain
had.
gets like shocked.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, I'm like so flabbergasted that I can't do anything.
Dumbfounded,
one might say,
in awe,
baffled.
Yeah, all of those words that I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Is it mainly?
Is it like our like different parallel dimensions? It's like when they cross.
They crossed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think, they crossed for Casey.
I was
crossed there.
I was in the realm.
You were in the realm, and now you're out of it.
Second, and I'm out. But
well,
like,
you know what that
means?
means? That means in parallel universes, we are still friends, and we're still having this exact conversation. So that's awesome.
We win.
We win. Hi, listeners on the parallel dimensions. Welcome.
What are you guys doing over there?
What are you guys doing over there? Well, I have kind of something weird that happens to me. I don't know if I ever told you guys.
No, say it.
But it has to do with smells. I get deja vu with smells, and it mainly happens in the shower. And so it's like, which is
weird. It mainly happens when I Google people kissing.
You bitch.
Is it like a bad? Is it like a bad smell, or
no? It's not a bad smell. It's just like a shower. Which is weird because I actually don't even use the same body wash, but I smell something and it makes me lightheaded, and I almost feel like I have to faint.
Weird.
And I have never fainted.
Is your water too hot?
I don't think so. I take hot showers. Yeah,
sometimes.
Honest,
I know. I remember your
like
showers
boiling.
were
scalding.
No, they are, but not to you.
That's
but
why
I
it's
think
not deja vu.
Yes, your water is too hot.
You're having a
heat
lightheaded.
Yes, that's exactly.
No, I don't think it's that. I generally don't think it's that.
Because you sure?
because it's actually deja vu of something. Like, and I can feel it. I can feel it coming on.
But here's the thing. You don't deja vu all the time about the same situation. That deja vu is like a one-off.
Well, I know
that's what makes it deja vu.
You get the same sensation that you get when you get deja vu.
It's okay. Maybe it's just the same sensation of deja vu.
Well, but I think your water's too hot.
Like, is it like I've been here before, or is it like
I've been here before, and like because I've showered.
Yeah,
before.
you've showered before.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's like a weird. Okay, well, I did ask ChatGPT once, and it said that I have some kind of epilepsy.
You don't. You're fine.
You're having just some mini strokes.
I think
your water's too hot, and I think that
if that's what it is, that's
if you're not turning your fan on and there's too much steam going on and your head's getting a little lightheaded, it's like you're hookahing in the shower, and then that's what you're confused about. You think we're?
I'm gonna test it. I'm gonna do a scolding.
Does anyone know what hookah is? Should we actually segue?
Should we segue into hookah?
Our main topic tonight is hookah.
Hookah. Oh, you don't know what hookah is?
Oh, I miss hookah.
Wow.
Let's tell you. Okay.
When's the last time
era was
hookah?
really fun.
What was that?
Heston was the last time you
No, wait a minute. Did I hookah with you guys?
At
When?
Heston.
No, I know. Okay, sorry.
Post-Heston?
There was. Okay, if you're out there and you're listening and you're one of my friends and you were with me, please tell me who you are. Because I remember being with a group of people. Well, it was post-college and we didn't really hang out post-college until like this year. So I don't think it was you guys.
Because we live like literally across
we live
the world
literally
from
so
each other.
no, I know.
Literally across the world.
So, and I think it was in Denver maybe. Was it Noah and his sister, actually? I don't remember. Sarah, was it you, Maddie? Where we went and we played board games.
Oh,
and
it's her other friends, Kiera.
And I can't remember who it was.
Friends.
I'm sorry, like you guys don't have other friends too, okay?
I don't.
Don't.
I only talk to
Kiera,
you
stop. You literally were late tonight because you got asked to be a bridesmaid.
True. Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, I do.
How do you know that?
She texted us.
Did you listen to my voice memo?
Oh, no.
Granted, it was a voice memo to paint a picture
it was
to
a voice
listeners.
memo, and they give text now to voice memos, which is very helpful.
Yeah,
all I did was
read them
I clicked read, and then I read what it showed me, and it didn't show me the whole thing, so then I got out of there.
Sure.
You said not as important.
I will say historically, you send the longest voice
I know, and I really tried to keep it short, and it was still a minute. Ugh. But pretty much, I was at dinner with a friend, and she's moving, and then she's getting married in Charleston, which will be really fun in October. Are you going to do
the Charleston at the reception?
Oh, definitely. The Charleston in Charleston.
That's actually fun.
But I think it'll be really fun. And his parents live like at a really cool place, and the pool resort thing is really beautiful, and they can rent it out for super cheap. So I think it's going to be literally stunning, and it's going to be October. Wait, what day is yours?
21.
21. Okay. Hers is going to be 10/10. I guess which happens to fall on the weekend. So I think it'd be really pretty. And get this, my color is chartreuse.
Ooh.
So that's kind of a fun little change up.
Couldn't tell you that color.
Don't
know what that
is. No.
Is it like a greenish blue?
It's more like
is it
greenish
pink?
yellow.
Okay, right. Pink.
Yeah,
yellow.
Very close. Very close.
Gun to my head, tell you I'm dead.
Oh, I would have been dead.
Yeah,
also,
you
gun
said
to my head. Spell
you're
it. I obviously
deader
die as
than
well.
her. Like this.
Okay.
I literally didn't see that coming at all.
No, yeah, you
neither.
didn't see that. You didn't see that coming at all.
Not one
listeners,
bit.
if you can envision like almost a highlighter yellow in the best way, that is probably the closest.
I was thinking more sunflower.
Sunflower?
Well,
It's
we're
just
also
hard
seeing
to
it through a
describe.
screen. We're
Okay.
seeing it through a screen.
True.
It's kind of
I'll
greenish.
text it to
Can
you.
you do a
Yellowy.
Pantone of what chartreuse is rather than a picture of someone's dress on TikTok?
Pantone. I don't even know how to spell chartreuse. Great. I'm gonna. This would have been funny in our previous episode.
You love voice memo, so just do that.
Okay, it is more green then.
Oh, okay.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know you can't see listener, but look it up.
EUSE. Truce.
She'll post it on the story so you guys know what
Chartreuse, but it'll be fun.
Also, if you knew what it was, how did you know that? Do you just like go around learning new colors?
Me?
She's a like
Not you,
designer.
Listeners.
I mean, maybe you did know, Kara. Did you?
I did know ish. I didn't know what like if it was more yellow or more green, but I knew it was in that family.
Yeah,
if you will.
It's kind of like back in the day when we really liked lime green, and so, but it wasn't like lima bean. It was maybe more lima bean, but it had that yellowish moment to it. So it was kind of I mean, my green was way more intense, but I understand what you mean.
You know what I mean? It's like there's a line, and it's not even fine. It's actually pretty thick, and that's why it's hard.
Yeah.
Is it yellow?
Yeah.
Is it green?
I don't know.
I don't know. Even when somebody says like, okay, so I'm in another wedding in June.
Oh my gosh, 27 dresses. Can we actually count?
It's actually
count.
I did count. It's 11. It's almost 27.
Wow.
Oh, it's a bridesmaid.
Halfway there.
Bride. Gag. But actually the colors that I have had, like even like both of yours, like kind of go together. I actually think I could make my colors out of all my bridesmaids dresses that I have.
You should learn to sew. You should learn to sew and like repurpose all of your dresses.
I kind of thought about that. It would be fun.
That'd be kind of cute. Also,
but like, do I want
my sister got married in 2003.
Okay.
Or maybe that's a lie. Maybe 2005.
Cammie?
Yeah. Maybe 2005. Cammie, sorry if you're listening. I don't know, early 2000s, but not
early
like
2000s.
2001, like mid 2000s.
Yeah.
She had pretty much, now that you're saying that, chartreuse, she kind of had that as her bridesmaid dresses. It was a light yellow, and her accent colors were like that greenish, like a light sagey, but not like deep sage. Does that make sense? Which was super, super early 2000s vibes, like muted type of tones. So it's funny because
they're coming back.
Color is totally coming
it's
back
coming
around.
back. Yeah. Everything comes back around.
All of her bridesmaid dresses were the same, but they all had a big swoop neck.
Oh,
like,
she was ahead of her time.
The cup of I think the dress would totally be back in style now that I think about it. I think it's kind of funny. I'll see if I can dig up a picture of what
I want to see.
I clearly didn't wear that. Do
you guys remember when
8,
colors were a thing? Like when you'd get engaged, people would ask, "Do you know what your colors are going to be?"
Yeah,
I feel like that's like not a thing. People would ask me, like older teachers would ask me, like my coworkers, and I'd be like, it's just like a lot of creams.
Like it's all beige.
There's all kind of different colors. Like all,
that's true. Well, because they would have the bridesmaids dresses that were probably knee length, all like the same style in one color, and then almost the flowers would be the other color.
My sisters, I remember hers were purple and orange, and it was because
those are fighting with each other.
I know. I feel that her
Sorry,
wedding,
Morgan.
No, listen. Her wedding, she literally didn't get to pick.
This.
She didn't get to pick a single thing.
Why?
Wait, what do you mean?
Every one of her vendors was like, "You should do this," and she said, "Okay." And so when I remember going with her to meet with the florist, and she was like, "Orange and purple are, I know those are opposites of the color world, but that's really in right now in the wedding world." And so she had like, I don't remember what the purple flower was, but then she had like tiger lilies. As like the flowers. And like when we went to pick out her wedding dress, the lady was literally like, "Okay, tell me what you want so I can pick the exact opposite." That's exactly what she told her. And so she ended up getting this like big ball gown, even though she wanted like something like tight. And then even like to get her hair and makeup done, it was like not what she wanted at all, but she was too nice to say like,
wait, that makes me kind of sad for her.
I know. So she like looks back and is like, I would do it way differently. She also got married. She was like just turned 21, had a 3-month-old. Like, she was just very like, I just want to be married.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
So she was 3 months postpartum.
She was 3 months. She had Ethan in March, and they got married that August. So 6 months, but still 6 months postpartum.
Still.
Ugh.
I know.
And to plan
Morgan,
a wedding.
Bless you.
And poor girl just doing all the things opposite, like doing all the things that she like doesn't really want to do.
Yeah. I will say, like, I would like give some advice here as someone who has been married. Don't do what's in style. Like, do what is your style. Like, truly, like, don't give a crap about what other people are doing, or like, who cares if you get all the same dress? Who cares if all the dresses are different? Who cares if they're different colors? Who cares if they're the same? Like, stop.
Do what you want.
Comparing your stuff to other people's, because it literally doesn't matter. Just enjoy your wedding and make it pretty how you wanted it. And then, 10 years later, look back and giggle, because
and
there's going to be things that you hated.
You better be giggling.
You better giggle.
Yeah, you better giggle. But at the same time, like, it's still, kind of funny.
Wait, this would be kind of a fun little question then, since you both are married. What is one thing?
And then after this question, we'll talk about hookah.
Oh yeah, sorry, we have to go back to hookah. Well, should we go back to hookah or?
Well, no, just ask the question.
Okay,
we'll make it work.
Okay. I'll try to like segue somehow. Would you change anything about your wedding? Essentially, looking back, I know yours was a little longer ago than Mare's, but like, what's one thing you would do differently now? Like I'm thinking like style wise.
Oh man. I don't even remember my wedding. Honestly, like the further away you get, like you literally don't remember. The day of, you're so like at least for me, I'm someone like, okay, it's done. I don't want to think about it anymore. And I like literally I had Pinterest boards for everything. And once I decided things, I deleted the Pinterest board so that I didn't even think about it ever again.
Oh, dang.
Because I just was done.
Wow.
That's what you did back then?
Yeah. I was cool. I know what my dress is so why would I continue to look at dresses? I'm just delete the board. No more reason to find inspiration if I
found it.
Already done it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'll have to look at pictures and I will be like, ew, that's hideous, or why'd I do that, or blah, blah, blah. I think
I don't really remember your decor.
I maybe wish I would have done a little bit more center. The room was pretty big that I was in, like in terms of like ceiling. I wish I would have created a little more space, like a little bit more height on the tables to like kind of make it a little bit more cohesive so the room didn't feel so large height wise. Like we had a ton of ferns. No, we had a ton of ferns, but we had a bunch of, I can't remember a lot of greenery on the table, but I wish I would have added just a little bit more dimension.
I wonder if I have any pictures.
But you couldn't have like open flame or any sort of candle in the room, so that kind of alters like what you put up. And I feel like they've come a long way in like making cute electronic stuff, whereas before it was like you had electronic tea lights and that was kind of like your only option, you know?
Mm-hmm. That's true.
But it got to a point where I was just like, you know what, do whatever. I don't care. I just want to get married and I want to be done with it. So honestly, I think you guys looked really good. I liked the way that I picked your hair because I am very much like, I want to make sure that what I do isn't so specific to the time that it's like, oh yeah, you totally got married at this point. Which my colors, they probably are a little true to the time, but I still think they look nice with
it's still good.
Yeah.
I feel like
I really liked the bouquets. They're partially real, partially fake. I don't know.
I look so different looking. I feel like I am like 20 pounds heavier.
In the picture or now?
In the picture.
That's I thought that's what you meant,
like,
but
you look
I wanted to preface.
I didn't want to be the first one to comment on it.
The listeners cannot see the picture, so I wanted you to specify.
Thank you. Good point. I am holding up a picture of Casey's wedding.
Yeah.
And I think I'm 20 pounds heavier now than I was then. So that's awesome.
Yeah, props, same. But anyway,
Keegan is so white in this. Okay, sorry.
Anyway,
I'm enjoying.
So let's go ahead and circle back.
Sorry, circling back to hookah.
Well, Mare, you want it?
Oh yeah.
Oh no, that's fine. I wish I would have had a videographer.
Actually, same.
Like we have like Noah set up his iPhone to record the ceremony because day of we were like, oh, we don't have any way to like, we just didn't even, because we weren't planning on having a videographer, but then day of we were like, frick, I want a recording of the ceremony. Like because as a kid we would pop in the old VHS and watch our parents, you know? Yes. And so, and I want that for our kids. So, but I wish, which I like, videographers are expensive, but honestly, that's one thing that I wish we would have done.
Yeah. I have a really crappy recording of our wedding. It's recorded. Yeah. But it's not great.
We got it, but
you look back on people's like bridal getting ready day of type things, and it's really fun. Those are really fun to watch. I found myself kind of in rabbit holes of that. So, but obviously it's all about what you can afford. Was our day any less beautiful and what we wanted it to be? No.
Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to It's Been Forever. I'm Meredith.
I'm Casey.
I'm Kiara.
And as you can tell, we are just absolutely rambling.
We're literally just rambling. There's no structure to this. So enjoy.
We're just going to pick back up because it's really important that you know what hookah is. Is it important? No, but it is important. So
I'm crying.
So first off, I do want to say, Mom, I'm sorry. And Mom, I was safe.
Yeah.
That is important that you
I was safe.
Before.
Yeah.
So essentially, let's just talk about what the heck hookah even is.
Yeah, please describe it for us.
So I'm gonna describe it, and then I want somebody to actually look it up, and then like actually.
I am right now, just because I want to make sure we get it right. Yes.
So here's my bad rendition of what it is. So basically, it's a lounge type of environment, like a big booths that are more circular. You go with a group of friends. This isn't like a me, Kiara, and Meredith go. This is like let's bring a bunch of people. And essentially what you're doing is smoking like steamed, but like some sort of flavoring. Like I think we've done like mango or like strawberry or like
I remember
like
one
that.
was called Tiger Blood. I don't know why
gosh,
I remember that
that
specifically because I was kind of weirded out by it, but it was just like fruity.
You're like, can I have that, please?
Yes. But essentially, there's this big thing in the middle with coals on it, continuously like making the water hot. I think. Do
you want me to read
wrong.
it?
No, I
don't want you to say it and then me read it and you be like, okay, well, I'm stupid.
No, I want to feel dumb because this in my brain. This is what I thought it was.
Okay.
Which probably is funnier. But we all had individual mouthpieces to attach to these like tubes that came off of it to inhale the smoke, whatever the frick it was. And it would give you a massive head rush. Basically, you'd kind of get high, but actually not really at all.
Okay.
And you would try and do tricks.
Okay. I love how it just got less and less descriptive.
So lame.
Well, because I didn't know what to say anymore.
Okay, so when you Google like what is hookah, also one of the things that came up is what the heck is hookah? One of the like people also ask. So this is what it says: a hookah, or water pipe is a single or multi-stemmed instrument for heating or vaporizing, and then smoking either tobacco, flavored tobacco, or cannabis. Hashish, which I don't know what that is, or opium. When we did it, it was flavored tobacco. So
opium.
Don't worry, Mom.
Oh, that's like a hard. Okay.
The smoke passes through a water basin, often glass-based, before inhalation. So essentially,
I do want to say I'm like kind of sort of ish, right?
Yeah. I don't know if the coal heats up the water. I will say. I think because it's it's like a disc that they put on top of it. So like there's like a server. You have a server that comes around to your table.
Yeah.
And he or she like maintains the hookah essentially.
Also, so they are so good at tricks. They are so good at tricks.
Like they work
there.
The tricks so you tell them like what flavor you want, and then they'll come and they'll bring it and they'll give you your little mouthpieces and stuff. And
Oh my
So it's really fun. It's honestly like a coffee shop, but instead of drinking coffees together, you're passing around. And there's just one hose that kind of comes off the hookah.
There might be two depending on how many people you have and how big the contraption is.
But then you like pass it and you each have your own mouthpiece that you put into the hose and suck off of. So you're not all sucking off the same thing, you know?
Mouthpiece.
Yeah.
Unless you wanted to, I mean, that you could, but we didn't do that.
What are you laughing about, Keek?
Just the
whole thing. I don't know. This whole thing.
That we got Kiara to go. The fact that we got Kiara to do this.
No, not Kiara. Sophomore or freshman year Kiara. That's a different Kiara than
freshman year Kiara wouldn't have.
Freshman year Kiara was very different.
Sophomore Kiara, I'm going to the baseball parties and I am making friends.
Going to the baseball party.
Wait, was that at Heston or was
that was at Northwestern.
I think that was Northwestern.
Okay,
you didn't
sorry.
do anything like that at Heston.
Sorry, wrong era.
Wrong era.
But
yeah, anyway, so that's what we did. We thought it was super cool. We thought we were super cool.
Oh, we thought we were so cool. It was kind of our vice because we didn't really like do anything else.
That's all we did.
Well, and also we did it 3 times? It wasn't like we were there every weekend. Yeah. No.
Right.
I'm dead though because one time Bryce used his card to pay for hookah.
Oh my gosh, did it get flagged or something?
His parents saw it and then they were asking him about it and like he's like, "What's
funny.
hookah?" Yeah, I know.
Because
we always tried to use cash whenever we went so that
for sure. It wasn't traceable.
All our parents could see our credit card statements.
Yeah.
Statements.
That's funny.
Wait, that's actually so funny.
Yeah. Everence. Hookah.
Everence. That's so funny. That's such a niche. That's like a Mennonite
$39.99.
If you know, you know. If you don't,
you know,
don't
you
worry
know
about it.
That's crazy. I just closed that account. No joke, a year ago.
Did you
really?
Yes. Which I still had it. Day. Nothing was in it, but I still had it. But so it was such a. Every time I would call to close it, they literally were like, I don't really know how to do that. And I was
what?
Like, what? Are you joking? Like,
so we can't cose that. Sorry.
Yeah. But finally, I got a hold of someone who could. But anyways,
While you're talking, Mare, I do want to give you a shout out. This is really important that we give you a shout out.
Who, me?
Yeah. Because a couple episodes ago when we did predictions for 2025, you had one that came true, and I want you to talk about it so you can kind of glow a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
That's good.
Thank you for reminding me. I actually definitely forgot about this. So, one of my predictions was that there was all my predictions were super vague. I was like, something big is gonna happen.
Yeah, I know. We were like, you need
something's
to be more
gonna happen. Something's gonna happen
but
in their relationship.
Something big is going to happen with, like, there's gonna be a fall in the like Bachelor franchise.
Yeah,
and there is kind of some tea. I don't know if it's like mega tea, but they're skipping the next season of The Bachelorette and just going to another Bachelor. I think that's right?
That's pretty big. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
They're skipping a whole season of The Bachelorette. That's huge.
Substantial, you know, and I don't know why. I haven't really looked into it of like, is it because they couldn't find, like, there was no one.
Honestly, The Bachelor is way more entertaining.
Oh,
or The Bachelorette. Yeah, The Bachelorette. Or sorry.
Yeah. No. I was saying, I thought you were going to say.
Yes.
It's okay. I thought you were going to say The Bachelor sucks. So that's why I went, like, the whole franchise is just going way down.
Well, yes.
Which it is.
Yes.
But it's way more fun to watch.
The Bachelor is
way more fun. Like, guys are bros. There's one dud every season, and there's like randomly something, but I'm sure it's fabricated.
The Golden Bachelor, chef's kiss.
Yeah, I still need to watch that one.
Golden Bachelorette, still good, less interesting. But like I want another Golden Bachelor. That's what are
they doing another
in the Bachelor
season?
Franchise realm? I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it, so I wouldn't be surprised if they don't. But
I think too, in the year, like around this time is always when The Bachelor is on, and then the summertime or like around then or fall is like when The Bachelorette, and that is just the time where people want to watch the like couples on an island or whatever. They don't want to watch this thing again, like right after like Love Island.
It's like you don't have time to
holidays.
recover. You don't. It's like almost like a hangover that people have had for like 20 years now, because it's just boom, 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 boom.
Yep.
Right.
I remember 2.5 years ago, I think there was Bachelor, Bachelor in Paradise, Bachelorette, and then Bachelor, and it was like a week break in between each of those. And I remember the friend that I was watching them with, we were both like, I need a break. Like,
literally,
this is so much. And then we were both like, we could just not watch, but also
right.
At that point, we were like, no.
I need a break. You guys stop putting out good TV.
Yeah, I can't, because I can't not know what's happening. Except LOL, I don't watch anymore because it's honestly peak time was like Hannah Brown, like pilot lead Hannah Brown,
that was good.
And then like Claire and Tasha, all that. John Paul Jones, that was so good. And like the Bachelor in Paradise during all of that was so good. And then when did I stop watching? I don't remember. Oh, Rachel.
Yeah.
No,
was she? I don't think she was.
No. Michelle's when I started falling off.
Okay.
The basketball player / teacher.
Yeah, and that was a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, speaking of Michelle, it just reminds me of like Michelle, like French. So I'm gonna segue.
Michelle. Okay. I love it.
So I was telling you guys this thing that I'm currently obsessed with. You know, I had like the whole Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively thing, which is obviously still very ongoing, and I
just watched that movie today. Sorry to interrupt you.
Just watched it. It ends with us.
Okay.
I literally finished it right before we got on. So
funny.
If we want to segue back, we can. Otherwise, move on.
Okay. I'm going to move on.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I want to talk about this because I'm so excited about it.
Okay.
So I have found myself, you know, highly invested into that case with Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively. And there's various people on TikTok who are covering it. My two favorite people to cover it were Be Better. I don't know if you guys know who he is on TikTok. And then Candace Owens was so into it.
Candace.
So Candace was literally like, Candace and Be Better, they were all freaking over this. And so it was just really fascinating. And I hadn't really ever watched Candace before. And then she was like, hey, everyone who's here from the Justin Baldoni stuff, I'm also doing some other investigative series if you want to watch along. So I was like, I do. I want to watch along.
Okay.
And it's that the president of France, Emmanuel Macron, is married to Brigitte Macron, who is actually a man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, it's like public, like
no, it's not. It's like actually
Is it a scandal right now?
Oh, it's totally a scandal because you cannot find any record of Brigitte until she's 39.
Interesting.
What? There's no photos. There's nothing that insinuates that this person exists until the age of 39.
Okay, that's crazy.
So, now,
that's wild.
The biggest scandal in all of this is, take out the fact that maybe this is a trans woman. Okay.
Okay.
Brigitte met her now husband when she was 39 working at the school, and he was 14. Okay.
Say those ages again.
I will. I'm going to repeat it again.
Yeah.
Brigitte was 39. Emmanuel was 14.
Stop.
That's
when they met.
That's not okay.
And the story that they're kind of trying to twist now is that, like, well, no, they didn't fall in love until he was 17. Still not good.
17.
That's
Still not good. Still a 42-year-old and a 17-year-old.
Still like disgusting. Really good math there, by the way.
Thank you.
Really good math.
I couldn't do that.
I literally couldn't even wrap my head around what you
had
just said.
Same.
I taught kids how to add.
This might be a math
Great
podcast.
So, if anything, she's just uncovering something that's just dark and twisted, and it's like, why is this happening? So, you guys, that's just really the tip of the iceberg in all of this.
Oh, gosh.
She goes down all of these different avenues. They've released 3 photos of Brigitte in her entire, like, childhood life, adolescent, 20s.
In air quotes.
Okay. And in all of these photos, it is not her. But in one picture, there's a little boy on the end of this family photo that looks exactly like her.
Wait. Okay.
So it's just all super fascinating. And it's like, okay, well, if you are trans, just say it.
Just
like say you are.
Be trans. It's 2025.
But then it goes crazier than that, you guys, because Emmanuel doesn't really know much about his own childhood. He didn't really get raised by his parents, but he was raised by his grandma. But then there's no like he asked an uncle to be his basically his mentor for life when he was baptized when he was 12 or 14 or something like that.
Okay.
And the uncle, his name is Jean-Michel, which and there's a lot of other French reporters on this, but Candace has also just helped us realize that Brigitte was probably Jean-Michel Trogneau. And we can't find this guy except for a relative.
Wait, who is Jean-Michel again?
Brigitte.
Yes, no, but who was that in relation to?
An uncle.
An uncle?
This was an uncle.
Okay.
Of Emmanuel.
Of Emmanuel, yes.
I'm really
and
trying to
that's
follow.
It's so confusing because there's no real Jean-Michel Trogneau in the family.
Okay.
As an adult who grew up in life. They basically erased they've erased Jean-Michel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But there's somehow some sort of relation because Emmanuel picked Jean-Michel to be his mentor, but it's an uncle. But when you try to find this uncle now, you can't find the uncle. He doesn't exist.
What?
So not only 39,
and
14.
Candace is going down this deep dark story. Okay.
So not only 39, 14 related
that's
and
not
married.
That's
yikes.
Emmanuel.
Lots of yikes.
That's so messed up.
Why would you be a public figure then if you know you're gonna get
power?
Yeah.
But anyway, like, however you feel about Candace Owens, whatever, she has done an incredible job on just like, she's so factual. She's like, this is what it is. This is it. So you can look at it. Don't look at it. Believe what you want to believe.
I feel like she loves this kind of stuff too.
I know. And it's like, does it matter if she's trans or not? No. But when I ask her, are you? And she doesn't answer me pointed blank, yes or no. Why?
Yeah.
Right.
And what are you hiding?
What are you hiding? Yeah.
So, a couple investigative journalists from France have been put in prison, have been sued.
Dang.
The main guy on this case who's been working on it for like 5 years, maybe longer. I might have that wrong. He had to move out of France. He had to move to Italy because he was under so much like scrutiny from the government. Like,
oh gosh,
people were like threats, like all of this stuff. He had to move his family away. The whole thing's crazy, you guys.
That is wild.
So if you want to go down a rabbit hole, if you're curious about any of that, but and she's also starting a new investigative series about Harvey Weinstein. So that'll be an interesting one.
Yeah.
And she's actually spoken to him multiple times since he's been in prison. So
wait, so she's putting all this out on TikTok?
There's like
she's
clips
a podcast
of it on TikTok. She has a podcast.
Oh, that's right.
But you can find it on like Spotify or YouTube, and then she also has a website.
Okay.
You can watch her stuff on. But yeah, anyway, so that's been my recent obsession.
I would love to see. This would be such an interesting interview.
Okay.
Candace Owens and Z-Way. Do you know who Z-Way is?
No.
She's Candace Owens, but very left.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
And like very like she's like pop culture-y. Like she'll have like actors come on the show who are like straight men who have played like gay men, and she's like, what do you want to say to the gay community? And he's like,
that's amazing.
They're like, sorry, you know, like what? Yeah. I don't know what the right answer is, you know. And she's like, why do you feel like you need to apologize? Like, but I feel like that because they're just two very strong Black women with very different views, and I think they would actually like burn the building down.
Wait, what is this person's name?
Z-Way, Ziwe. You should look at so her interviews make me really uncomfortable.
I'm sweating with you just talking about
she just is so like, you know.
Oh, okay. No, I don't recognize her, but I kind of am all for just like. Actually, speaking of just polarizing topics, I've been watching this YouTube series. It's like somebody that does like roundtables with people on opposite sides of any kind of viewpoint. But a lot of them happen to be political views or like Christians, like anti-Christian or liberal conservative. But I do kind of love the political ones. I just like hearing what people have to say. You know?
I do wish that people would like kind of shut their mouths a little bit more and like listen to people's points. Like,
I thought you were just gonna say I wish people would shut their mouths.
No,
shut their mouths up, and that's it.
A little bit. I just want people to be like, okay, so I said what I want to say. Now your turn, and I'll sit here and not like. That's just really quite frustrating because like I am trying to like hear both sides. Like that is very important to me to know like where people are coming from. So like, please hush. So if you find yourself, you know, interrupting somebody when they're speaking and trying to, you know, just say what they're thinking, maybe just like zip it, because we want to know what everybody's trying to say. So that's sometimes I can't watch stuff like that because I'm like, this is like people just won't stop interrupting each other, and it's just really rude, and it just kind of makes your head hurt a little bit, but there is also an entertaining aspect of it too. You're just
depends
like,
who's
wow, everyone's crazy, like everyone's just psycho.
Yeah, it definitely depends what kind of people, because if you have somebody just so stuck in their ways no matter what it is, or like I don't even want to have a conversation with you because you don't agree with what I believe in, then I feel like that just doesn't make for helpful conversation. Then like, why are you joining? Especially this, it's like people were like vetted and like, oh, you're coming on this like YouTube thing. Like, why go in the first place? Like, you kind of have to be open.
Yeah, totally.
Somewhat. And it kind of like just stimulates you like intellectually just to, I don't know.
Yeah.
Hear that. So that's interesting. I would love to see Candace and
you should watch it just because it's just really fascinating. You do have to watch some of it on her actual website because she's trying really hard to not get because literally the president of France wrote her a letter. 100
Get
pages.
out.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So she's trying
like a cease and desist kind of thing.
No, because they have nothing to cease and desist.
Oh.
That's the he basically wrote her a letter and was like, "Don't do this." In 100 pages.
Pretty please.
Yeah.
In 100 pages?
100 pages.
Wow.
So the whole thing's just crazy. But some of it you can only watch on her website because she's like, I'm trying to like keep this as factual and not get like sued by the Macrons. But anyway.
Sued by the French.
Sued by the French. But it's
that's an interesting case.
Very fascinating. So she actually just wrapped that series. It's like about a 6-part series. So
okay, maybe I'll start that in the morning.
Yeah.
14 years old to 39 is crazy.
I know. It's crazy. Like no matter what, ew,
no.
you guys. That is not okay. That is not okay.
There's some places you just don't need to go in.
So I am going to lift our spirits here, you guys, and I'm going to read a listener email.
Oh, yeah, do it.
Okay. So this email comes from someone who has written an email before, and this is my sister-in-law, Emily.
Oh, so
Hi,
Emily.
Hi, Emily. Ham, how are you?
Okay. Gone on any good runs lately?
Oh, I want to know.
That's a throwback to a previous story that we told about
really
Emily.
Yeah.
Okay, so the title of this, you guys, is Appreciation, which is so sweet.
Oh,
because I read
as
like
opposed
the first
to
line.
depreciation.
Because she appreciates me and Mare, right?
Yeah. Yes, only exclusive you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's dive in. I haven't read this except for the first line, so I'm very excited. It starts off, hello. Great start. First off, I'm loving the hot seat series that you guys have been doing.
Oh,
I can tell you are putting your hearts in it, and your answers have been so thoughtful and insightful. Thanks.
That's fun.
I wanted to specifically thank Kiera for opening up some about her most recent breakup, because Casey was correct. A lot of others can resonate with it. Keith, good job.
Thanks.
I have a trio of forever friends that I made in college, just like you guys, and one I'm so sorry. Why am I holding this a million years from my face? I'm like, it's literally
I was
so
kind
far
of like,
away
where's
from
your
me.
phone?
On the floor, basically.
On the floor.
I have a trio of forever friends that I made in college, just like you guys, and one of us has been struggling with that turmoil, guilt, and anxiety about their relationship for a couple of years now.
Oh,
we've had tough conversations together multiple times as friends, weighed the pros and cons, and helped imagine what the future could hold. It seems like we'll get onto the same page after we talk each time, but they easily fall into the comfortability of waiting it out. Yeah. I guess I could use some big sisterly advice on how to keep supporting a friend that's going through a situation like this. I love that question. Love you guys and all that you do. White heart, which I love a white heart.
A white heart.
I love a white. It's so classy. It's so classy. It doesn't do too much.
No, it doesn't do too much.
There.
It's like super subtle. It's like heart. Okay. So
wow, that's a big email.
I love that question, how to keep supporting a friend, because honestly, I feel like we had that conversation with you a couple of times too.
Yeah.
Like,
you guys give me your perspective, then I'll say what I wish, like what I would say to somebody being that person.
So I remember the first time, because and I don't want to like air out your laundry, so tell me to shut up if I'm saying too much, but there was a couple times where you had brought up before breaking up with your last boyfriend, how you just didn't really feel like he was like everything to you. He was like a fun guy, and like you liked his family and you got along with him, and you genuinely liked him, like as a person, like you liked him. But I remember Mare and I would just tell you like, well, do you like feel like you can't live without him? Do you feel like you need to be with him every single day? And like, do you feel like every time you do something, you instantly want to go run and tell this person exactly what happened and just like be your gab buddy or like whatever? And I remember sometimes you were like, yeah, like I can. And we were like, I don't know. It's just this next level of obsession when it comes to when you find your forever person. And I think we were just kind of like, oh, well, like we want you to feel like that way. And we want you to feel like this person is just the best person in the world and you just like won't shut up about them, you know? I don't know, Mary, what do you think?
I think I may be remembering it differently. I feel like I remember, Kira like expressing basically like the reason why they broke up, of like just not feeling like, this, like, I'm not sure. I feel like I should feel like farther along.
Yeah.
And at least me, I was like, well, like if a year into the relationship, a year into Noah and I's relationship, he thought like, how do I want to say this? I'm just losing my words. Like a year into our relationship, Noah was not like, I'm going to marry this girl. That does not mean that he was like, oh, we have to break up because I don't feel that way. So I think that's where I was like giving you the advice of like, maybe wait it out. Like if Noah would have broken it off at that feeling at this point in our relationship, we would not be together, you know?
Yeah.
So, but I don't know if that answers like M's question so much or what.
Okay, let's go back to it just so we
as like advice.
How to keep supporting a friend that's going through a situation like this.
I think just listening and like being what she needs. Like you didn't always want advice either. There were just times where you just needed a soft place to land.
Right.
And being the friends that is important. Whatever support that friend needs.
But I would also say on the other side of that same coin, when they ask, don't be afraid to like step up and be that person for them. I think sometimes, and I'm going to maybe ruffle some feathers here, but I think sometimes we live in a culture of trying to be so careful and so kind that we end up going on the side of like not saying maybe everything that we felt like should have been said, and then later on they're like, I wish I would have just like had somebody maybe say this to me, or I kind of felt this way, but I wasn't for sure about what to do. And I'm not saying you go and berate somebody like you're making the stupidest decision of your life right now. I don't know what your relationship is. Maybe I'd say that to Kira, but I wouldn't, but at the same time, it's like if someone's like, well, what do you think? Like if someone opens that door for you, obviously enter, one foot at a time and take your time walking through that door. But if they are truly, that friend that you just respect and you love and you want the best for them, you will tell them, honestly, at this point, I feel like I'm seeing you go down this path and it's affecting you in this way. And I just feel like we're not able to get you to be the best version of yourself, or this relationship is not bringing out the best in you, or whatever that case may be. But I just feel like it's important to say what, because I think there's been times in friendships where I have held my tongue and I haven't said something that I felt like maybe the Lord was placing on my heart to say to that friend. And then the outcome happened. And then I was like, ew, that nudge that I felt, I should have said it. But that can also just be me personally, that like maybe you don't feel like that's something that you need to do, or you feel like the Lord is calling you to do that. But I would encourage you to just speak honestly, but tread lightly. Kind of a double-edged sword, but
that's good advice. I think from my perspective as somebody who's been in that position, and I feel like I felt a lot of that anxiety around the relationship for the last like 6 to 9 months of our relationship. And so we dated a year and a half, I guess like almost 2. And so in your email you had even said that your friend, it's like their relationship for a couple of years now. So I can only imagine the like sheer stress that this friend is going through, because I almost couldn't handle it. Like that is truly why it came to a head. And I'm like, I feel way more anxiety about this than peace. Like that's truly what came down to it. And yes, like I wanted to hear what my friends had to say. And I think being a safe place to land is huge. If I'm like, hey, this is what I'm feeling, getting people's like input. And it doesn't have to be like, oh my gosh, she's the worst person, because that really wasn't the case. It was just like, if you cannot at this point envision a life forever, then like kind of what are you doing? So I guess it depends. Is this friend like wanting to date to marry to if it's been a couple years and there's still anxiety around the relationship about the unknowns, or we just can't get past this one thing. Like, I would almost err of the side of like, then this probably isn't your person. And I don't know if that's advice that the friend will want to hear, because that's not what I wanted to hear. Even though I knew it, I didn't want to hear it, because there was still love for this person. Like,
because again, he was a good guy. There was nothing wrong with him. And like your first boy, or your the ex before this guy, like obviously a lot of things there, but he was genuinely a really, really, really sweet guy.
And I think that's what makes it difficult when it does come to that head of like, kind of like what I was saying before on my hot seat. Like, there was nothing like wrong with him, but there just didn't feel like something was right. Like, it wasn't clicking. And I think at the end of the day, like, I don't want to go through the rest of my relationship and a marriage and put kids in the mix being like, something just doesn't feel off, and like trying to convince yourself that everything is right. That's also where I would maybe my advice would be to you as a friend, be like, what areas are you trying to convince yourself that it's going to work? Because you can kind of, your mind can play tricks on you. And I felt amazing when I was with him, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can see this. I feel great. And then I would leave his presence. That sounds like dramatic, but I like go home, and then that's where like I got in my head. I'm like, I don't know. Was it like, is it really working that well? Or like, am I overdoing something? Like, am I overly affectionate because I'm trying to overcompensate? Or am I overly talking about the future because I'm trying to overcompensate? Like, what areas are you, what areas are you stressed about? Because at the end of the day, if it's like values, morals, where you want to go in life, like those are huge pillars that you shouldn't take lightly, and that's what's going to cause you stress forever. So, but if it's like maybe some of those like tier 3 things, those are good conversations. But at the end of the day, I think, like I said before, I do think that like your friend will know the decision that she needs to make if she just sits with it. And maybe she just needs to like walk that through with you, be supportive, and be like help her think around the situation, not just like in it. Because when you're in it, there's like no good way out. And that sounds like dramatic, but like you need somebody to kind of like pull you up to reality of like, how does he make you feel when you do this? How do you feel when you're saying this, when you're doing this activity, whatever it is? Like, kind of break down the relationship, and then I think you're kind of weigh the pros and cons pretty easily, I guess, if that makes sense.
That's super good. That's super
I don't know. It's just hard. And it's hard too when it's like, years of your life. You also don't want to, there might be a fear of like, if I do back away from this relationship, because it is good, but it's also giving me anxiety, and now I have to start over again. Like, I mean, that was a fear of mine. I'm like, really? And a year and a half, sure, in the grand scheme of life is not that long, but like the older you get, a year and a half is a long time. And so it's like, okay, I don't want to just like waste time at the end of the day. So I don't know. What the future holds is scary, but I think you're being a good friend, Em, to just sit with her in it, and that might just be what she needs. But help ask better questions to like get her to like really come to a realization of like what she believes about the relationship. I think that will help her.
I love that so much, Kara. I think that's such good advice.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in, and I know it, but I wish him nothing the best, but I definitely feel like I made the right decision. Like, I mean, May will be a year, so like I guess like 9 months down the line, like I definitely know that it was right to end it. So yeah, that's a good email. Thanks for writing in, Emily.
Thanks,
Em, for asking that. And I'm glad you enjoyed the hot seat. I got a lot of feedback too from friends that really enjoyed it. So we might have to do like a little part 2 in another season or something down the line. But I had fun with that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me 3.
Are you bringing down the mood?
I would love to bring down the mood.
Bring it down, girl.
I thought it would be kind of fun to do another Music. What is the title of this song?
Oh, fun.
Okay, fun. I was like, please don't make me spell again.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, I can't spell.
So we did this like a year ago of like, you have to say the name of the song and the artist.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Like you're going to play it and then.
Yes. And there are parts, some songs where I'm only going to play the beginning and some songs where I'm going to play a little bit more. Okay. Because some of them I think we'll get from just the beginning. Okay. So we're going to start off here. Okay.
Please don't stop the music,
Rihanna. Please don't stop the music.
Yes, obviously. Don't stop the music.
Is this like a fastest person?
Of course it is. Of course it is.
No, it's just if you get it, you both get points. Oh. So you both get a point.
Okay, whatever.
Okay, so 1-1. All right, ready?
Ladies, leave your man at home. The club is full of ballers and they
Why can I think of the name?
It's club is Jumpin'.
By Why was I going to say Destiny's Child?
It is Destiny's Child.
It is Destiny's Child?
It is Destiny's Child.
Okay. I should have been more confident. Dang it. Okay.
I don't know how to do this. So, Kiera, you did not say the title, so I guess you just get...
Well, just give us... We'll work
you
together.
Both got the
how about we work together?
Okay, you guys work together. I love this.
I like that. I like that. Let's join it.
Unity. This is Maricore right here. She's happy that we're all friends.
Yes, I love it. I love it.
And
I
I'm actually like...
I'm okay with that.
Kind of bending the rules for...
Okay, this song, I don't recognize it based off of the title, but I think Kiera specifically, based on the artist, might be able to get this.
Pentatonics.
Oh, also it's all 2000s. I did not say that. It's all 2000s.
But at first I was like, oh, okay, throwback. But
yeah,
that makes sense. Kiera, this
10
is
years
so
ago.
you then, Kiera. You're
I'm so ready. Okay, this is my era.
On a Monday, I am waiting. Tuesday,
I am waiting.
No, nothing.
Why do I want to say Carly Rae Jepsen, but it's not?
No.
Looks kind of similar.
Can you play a little bit of the chorus?
Yeah.
I don't know if I know this one.
I am waiting.
Her voice does sound familiar.
On a Tuesday. Well, it sounds like every other 2000s artist.
Yeah, maybe that's why.
Are we giving up on this one?
Oh no, I don't. Yeah, I don't.
Okay,
she has blonde hair.
Nope.
She's blonde.
Well,
no.
She has black hair.
She does. Sorry, in this it's black. Ashley Simpson.
Yes.
Pieces of Me.
Okay.
Pieces of Me.
So
okay,
I've seen like somebody be stupid like I'm Monday, I'm waiting on a Tuesday, and then they go through all the days of the month or the week that. Because it's like, what the frick are you even singing here? Like, so, she's
like, I have an idea for a song.
Oh, she does these lyrics bad, bad.
Waiting, and then I keep
like
waiting,
bad, but also
and I'm
super
waiting.
I'm also waiting,
and
I'm
then
also.
Did I tell you that I was waiting
on your Wednesday?
Here's the next one.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, hold on, Kiera, let's look in.
Oh, I got it.
And it's in your toes
To break away, Kelly Clarkson.
And break away. Do you guys remember that ice skating movie? Do you remember that ice skating movie?
Oh, yeah. Ice Princess?
On Disney.
Yes. Ice Princess. And it was, my gosh, the one mom was Samantha from Sex and the City. Did you guys probably didn't watch Sex and the City?
Absolutely not.
I didn't watch that. But I do know what you mean.
I couldn't even watch the intro without feeling like I did something bad.
I was like, it has the title Sex in it. I can't.
Gosh, and also they're naked.
And then Joan, is it Joan Hart? Is that the actress's name? That's the other mom? Oof. The like main character's mom?
Girl, I couldn't even look at the title.
You made my daughter cry. Okay, maybe not.
I can't think of it.
Anyways, yes, Breakaway.
You were
Kelly
watching
Clarkson.
Sex in the City?
Not at that age. I mean, like in college, I was.
Okay, I didn't know that.
No.
I was sneaking. What's that show we snuck into Carly's apartment when we were visiting Heston and we were like watching like 90210 or something? Do you remember what it was? And was it 90210?
I mean, that's a show. It's called.
Was it
or Gossip Girl?
It was something, and I felt so like, oh my gosh, like so crazy. I think it was 90210. Anyways.
All right, next one.
Okay. Oh no,
then
what
like
you're
this.
for?
No, hold on.
Oh.
No, it's
It's just
what
the
is-
intro here.
before.
Complicated?
Why?
Yes, by
Avril
who?
Lavigne.
Avril
Nobody
Lavigne,
ever
very
go
good.
and make things so complicated.
Oh, yikes.
Acting like it's somebody else.
Okay,
This is
I
really
have-
funny. My niece, Kydelyn, she is 14. She knows every single word to that song.
Stop. That's
Go.
funny.
And I was like, wait, why do you know the words to this? She's like, this is my jam.
I like
So,
that.
She says
random.
this is my jam. She's like, I know this song.
All right, the next
Don't you
4
worry.
should be pretty hot. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Katy Perry.
Hot and cold. No, just kidding.
Yes.
Just kidding.
Yes,
It
that's
is hot and
right.
cold?
That's
Oh,
right.
okay,
That's
You're
right.
hot. In
I need to be
the
confident,
coat.
dude. Where's my confidence?
Yeah,
I don't
good
know.
one.
Find
You've
it.
been-
Find
I
it.
didn't find it.
You were like, oh, why do I want to say Destiny's Child? Blah.
Because it
know.
is.
Thanksgiving, just that's it. Okay.
It's giving
Okay.
because it is.
Because it
Did I
definitely
tell you that I'm
is.
going to see
Stop.
Katy Perry in August?
Really?
How fun
Hopefully
is
she
that?
doesn't do any of her new album, just the old stuff.
Oh, was it
Yeah.
not good?
Oh no! I just cleared my queue.
Man.
Oh, I had such good ones lined up. Okay,
Can
I'm
you
gonna try and find
unclear?
them.
Can you
No,
shake
I'm just
your
gonna
phone?
try and
Oh,
remember. Okay, next
Can
one.
you shake your phone?
I don't know. Does it go backwards? Jonas Brothers.
Jonas Brothers slipping into the
Burning
I'm
it
trying
up.
to burn it up. Yeah, there you
For
go.
you, baby.
Wow.
Yeah.
This era, whatever this is, I'm
So
loving
good.
it.
Oh, this
Come
next
on,
one
girl.
goes so hard. Are
yeah,
you ready?
Come on, girl.
Yeah.
Okay, it goes so hard.
Yeah. 7 Things, Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
Guys, this
That
song
probably
actually
sucks.
takes
Say
me
this.
back.
I want to jam to that right now.
Can you
I
turn
want
it
to
back on?
wine
When I
and
think
7
about
things
the
I hate about you.
previous release. Okay,
Wasn't
no,
this about
so
Nick?
funny. It was about Nick. So
Yeah.
the funniest thing about this is my cousin and I, we would count the 7 things because she doesn't explicitly really say 7, so you have to really actually think about the 7 things.
Like your hair, your
Yeah. When you kiss, I'm hypnotized. You made me laugh. You made me cry. But I guess that both I'll have to buy.
because that's
your
not.
hand in.
Okay.
Yes, you're right. So
Your
it's like
hand in
you
my-
kind of have to. You know,
oh, that's a
and
fun
when
game.
And when it came out, you know, we were in 7th grade, so it was like really hard. But maybe now
Yeah.
I'm like, that's actually not that hard. But
Also, like, I hate about you. Like, one time when I was
Oh.
younger, my mom's gonna remember this. I like told my brother, or my brother told me like, I hate you, because I kind of scared him, and my mom was like, you
Aw.
cannot say that in our household.
Oh.
And he got in
Our
trouble.
household.
Or it was me. I actually can't remember which one, but
well,
I was like, I
Bryson,
can't
if
sing
you
this
said
Miley
that you
song.
hate your sister, take it back. And
Take
Tara,
it
if you
back.
said it, Bryson is the sweetest man alive.
I
so
know. And
you
if I
take
said
You
it,
back.
must
I'm
have
literally
deserved it.
I'm literally so sorry. I probably deserved it, and
Yeah,
he
probably.
never did.
Okay, this is gonna be the last one because I can't find the other one. So
That's so sad.
this is the last one. All right,
Okay.
but I think we're ending on a good note.
Okay.
So excited.
Hannah Montana.
Yep, Hannah Montana.
The
The
intro
other
to the whole
yeah.
movie or the
What
whole
is it? I don't
show.
actually even know what it's called. Is it just Hannah Montana intro?
Best of both worlds. It's best of
Oh,
both worlds.
yeah, we're
Confident.
idiots. Yeah, we're idiots.
Best of
both
both
worlds.
worlds. Guys, can I just say,
Take
Miley
it slow
Cyrus,
and you
honestly,
rock out the show.
she's
she
been
coming
through
back?
so many phases, but she is so good. Like
yeah,
her
she's a
singing.
really good
right.
singer.
Like, let's be
Oh,
honest.
it
She's
is
a really, really
her
good singer.
her
Like,
rendition of
technically,
Jolene is so
Mhm.
good.
It
hers
is
is the best one.
Yes,
Beyonce.
and that was
Ugh.
during her like whimsical like
Oh,
boho
yeah.
era.
Okay, the whole outdoor set that she did in that one
Yes,
era
for
when she
that-
has the extensions and
Oh,
she has
for
bare
sure.
feet and
For
that
sure.
long maxi
Amazing.
skirt.
For
That
sure.
was, I think that's my favorite era because it was
Yes.
post Hannah Montana,
I
but it
know.
wasn't
And
quite
the like, I can't be chained. I can't
Yeah.
be that.
I was
'cause that
kinda
was
scared
that
of
was
that
before
area, I'm
that
not
was
gonna
before
lie.
Wrecking Ball.
I was scared of
I
Bangers.
was a little.
You guys
scared
remember the
about
album
that.
Bangers?
Uh-huh. I
kinda
didn't really
scared
listen
of
to
it.
that one.
I was
that
I didn't
much,
kinda
to be
either.
scared of
honest.
that one.
I was like, oh, I think the devil gotta.
Yeah, I was like, she sold her soul.
You know the
She
song,
sold
like,
us
I'm
out.
high off perps. Do you guys remember that?
What?
High off
High
perps?
off perps?
Yeah, like drugs and stuff. And she
Oh.
said
Oh.
Molly. Like,
Well, I
you know.
remember the dancing with Molly, hanging with
Yeah.
Molly.
and I was like,
oh,
who's Molly?
And we
Molly
and then I
Brown.
was like, wait,
Like,
you're
she's a
talking
friend.
about drugs?
You're like, she has a friend named Molly. No,
she does
like the
drugs?
drug.
Yeah, that was hard.
You know,
Hannah Montana does
but
drugs.
Bangers was way more druggy.
Yeah, I didn't listen to Bangers.
Then yes,
I will say the single that came out after her and Liam broke up. I'm blanking on it, but I know it's like Bottles. It's like the visual is bottles and like floating in an ocean, and I cannot think of how it goes right now. So you might need to look it up and play it. But it was really good. It was kind of like right around when she came out with Malibu.
It was a single.
It was a single.
In
I love Malibu.
Yeah, it was like right around Malibu era. I don't know, but it was like post-divorce Miley, where she was like kind of in her feelings. Like I can visualize it. It's like bottles floating in the water.
Okay, you did.
I like literally just said the same thing. No,
literally can't find it.
Okay,
Cheers on it.
Give me 2 seconds. I do kind of
Bottles
miss Hannah
floating
Montana,
in
though.
water. Okay, I will say that album where it was Hannah Montana one side, but Miley Cyrus on the other side.
I still have
with
that
her
CD.
dark
That went
hair.
hard.
You do not still have it.
I do. I'm never getting rid of it.
Don't, because that
I
will be
won't.
worth something someday.
Oh, for sure.
I loved her hair.
Nothing breaks like a heart.
Nothing breaks like a heart. Nothing breaks
That
like
one.
a heart.
That's really good.
Is that what you're talking about?
No.
Hands of Love?
No.
Younger now?
Crash in the dark. She sings so low.
Yeah.
I like it.
Edge of Midnight, Prisoner, Without You, Nothing Else Matters, Used to Be Young.
Oh, I used to be young. Man, do you remember Start All Over?
Start all over. Oh, that music
That one
video,
was
you guys,
so
was
good.
so good. Oh, I miss.
Oh, I'm
Disney
so
Channel.
annoyed that I cannot.
Guys, Disney Channel back in the day. I think we lived in the last glory days of Disney Channel. Honestly,
It's like over now, isn't it?
I know. Disney Channel. The channel is bye bye.
That's
no
crazy.
longer exist.
That's crazy.
I know, but we had the best shows on Disney Channel, for
I
sure.
literally couldn't even tell you what's like out. Slide Away.
Oh,
Did
that
you
one
ever
is a
listen
good
to
one.
Slide
Yes.
Away?
Play it. I don't. It's not coming to mind.
Oh, she changed the cover. That's why.
Oh, I likely. Oh, yeah.
Let me go to like the middle. Anyway, she changed the cover. Or maybe this is another variety or something. That's
Or
why.
maybe it's
visually
on
I couldn't
and-
find it.
Maybe that's what it always has been.
No, it was yeah.
Maybe
I don't
you
know.
actually
Maybe
are
I had
crazy.
deja vu and I had like an epilepsy moment and I.
Maybe that was on a different timeline.
Well, you have epilepsy every time you
I
shower.
do have
so-
epilepsy.
That was when we were doing hookah. Sorry.
You guys, did I
Sorry, I
ever tell you
can't
that I got
remember.
such a bad head rush when I went to the bathroom and I put the hookah thing in my mouth and I started drooling out of it?
Stop.
What?
And
No,
I
you
was like,
never
I
did.
think I have to
So
be done. That
funny.
was the last time I ever hookah'd.
I like
You were
that
like,
a
this
lot.
is the end of the road for
I was
me.
sitting on the toilet going to the bathroom with the hookah thing in my mouth and I started drooling. And I was
I
like,
literally felt like I was living a double
I
life.
think
I'm
I'm-
like, I can't go to church the next day.
It's guys,
we
it's
did.
literally just smoking
Actually, though,
tobacco.
I know.
I literally
I know, but
we
I thought I was
went
doing
to
drugs.
hookah one night and then we had a choir concert the next day. That was a bad decision.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
At least
your
we're altos.
vocal cords.
I
At
know.
least.
I know.
At the very, very least. Gosh. Well, you guys, thank you so much for listening to our ramble episode.
Yeah.
We love
Yeah.
rambling as always, but this is a special one because it was the whole episode long.
Yeah.
So we hope you enjoyed it. Maybe some hot seats in the future are coming our way, but tune in next week for another new episode, a fresh new topic. And it's going to be forever till we see each other again. So
Yeah.
as
Wow.
in like 1 week. So we love you guys so much.
Slash, if you're
Well, 2
listening to
weeks.
this, you've probably already seen it, but Kira and I are together.
We're together.
Which at this point we will be together. Sorry, we're so sorry, Meredith. We wish you could be there.
Okay. I know.
I know.
But my family, my little family is gonna go see Kira.
Your
and
little
we're gonna
family.
We're gonna go
6
visit her
a.m.
world, and yeah, I know. Sorry, but we're really excited because we get to live in your world a little bit. So you'll see some pics
know.
and some various things. Probably before this episode comes out.
Yeah.
So if you're curious what's
sure.
going on, maybe we are now filling in the pieces for you. But
yes,
the Nitchies
there was no
North Carolina.
There was no breakup. Meredith just didn't come.
Meredith just didn't come.
Actually, wait, let's really hype that up. Let's pretend like
there's a breakup.
Yeah. Let's pretend.
No, I don't like that. I don't like that.
I like it. I like it. I'm pushing
and
that
then
narrative.
There were two.
I'm scared. I'm scared that you guys will pretend and then it'll actually be like, wait, this is nice.
We would never think that. Never.
What does our friendship mean anything to you? Does our years of history mean nothing?
I know. You guys have the animal cracker moment.
Yeah,
I don't.
I'm gonna push this narrative hardcore because I think it's gonna be really funny, and then people are gonna be listening to this and they're gonna be like, oh. And by pushing the narrative, I mean maybe I'll say one thing, and I was gonna say
pushing how.
Like
I'm pushing this, you guys. Funny. I'm pushing it. Anyway,
I'm pushing it.
But we'll probably talk about that a little bit more on next episode.
Yeah. So. Yeah. It's just a little plug. But follow us all the socials. Mm-hmm. Give us an email. That was a great email, Emily. So shout out to Emily, you. So if you have other things to say, please email us. It's been foreverpod@gmail.com. We're open to any and all conversations. So
absolutely.
Love it. If you have a topic you want us to talk about, even write it in.
Yeah.
We are open to suggestions. So we love you guys so much. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.